Well, aloha, everyone. This is Nicki, CEO and co-founder of the DSWA and Coach Excellence School. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being a part of this call. Every month we do a free call. And if you are on the DSWA mailing list, and you can get there by just going to the very top of the homepage, which is dswa.org, and you'll see a place that you can register for to get information. So that's where we want to go next. So I want to say to you again, I'm Nicki, and I'm so happy that you're here with us. And today I have invited a very dear friend and someone that I've known for a lot of years, more than what we could even probably remember, Scott, but it was a long time ago.
Crazy.
And I've worked with Scott and the Multibrain team. It's a whole team of people that are working within the direct selling space. And I learned from him from the very beginning what he was going to do and how he was going to do it. And he did exactly that. So we've come to know each other. And if you would just take a little bit of time to tell us about you and what you've been doing with Multibrain, we'd love to hear from you, Scott.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here. Hello, everybody. I love seeing all these faces. I see some familiar faces as well from some of my favorite companies. It's great to be here. I am Scott Kramer. I am the Chief Brain and the CEO of Multibrain. And yeah, I'm seeing Nicki. I'm seeing that. Yeah, I met a bunch of Thermomix people in Vegas years ago. Right?
Yeah,
It's a lot of fun in Vegas. It was great.
It was fun.
Anyway, yeah, my company Multibrain. Now, just as a little backgrounder on me, I come from a media and entertainment career. Prior to founding Multibrain, I was one of the top executives at a company called IMG, which I handled sports and entertainment, Wimbledon, US Opens, golf, fashion weeks all over the world. Before that, CAA. I did American Idol. I built the Idol franchise in 37 countries. So if you're, I know Australia's got it. So I spent a lot of time in the entertainment and media space. In 2007, 2008, I really saw a shift. And by the way, I've always been obsessed with digital and technology. So I have been a trend forecaster for over 20 years of what's coming next. To look back on where I was at the LA Times when, we were doing a deal with Prodigy to sell our software at Circuit City. It just lets you know I've kind of been around the block with some brands that aren't even around anymore. But the reality is I noticed a shift in 2008 where the power of marketing was shifting to the consumer, to the actual customer. It wasn't so much me telling you what you should buy. It's more about you telling me what you're going to buy. And that was through the power of social media. And honestly, social media is just the term for the internet, which is a medium that is the first medium in history that's good at both conversations and groups at the same time. Television isn't good for group conversations. It's a one-to-many message. But with the interactive part of it, you can now talk back to television. You can talk back to newscasters. So the internet is what really brought this interactive way of communicating to all of us. And it kind of leveled the playing field. So where you get as much attention for what you're selling as McDonald's or Coca-Cola does. All right, because you're now, if you've noticed, you're now choosing what you want to look at and what you want to, I bet most of you, raise your hands if you agree, get a lot of your entertainment and your news from your phone and from social media. Right? I don't watch Saturday Night Live anymore, but I'll tell you what, on Sunday morning, I watch the best, funniest segments on Facebook. Right? So we've all now we've brought in this new way of consuming entertainment, and it's actually opened the door for what we do in direct selling, which is where I fell in love with direct selling 10, 11 years ago. I think we celebrated 11 years, Nicki. Nicki
I
was
think
one of the
so.
very, very first mentors and friends of mine when I said, why would I want to get into this crazy business? Well, I wanted to leave television. I had just finished creating and producing a show called Blush, Search for the Next Great Makeup Artist. And it was voted one of the top 10 worst reality shows of the year. And that's where I thought, but it was supposed to be up with Project Runway, which is another one of our shows. So it was what's called a shoulder program. And anyway, at that point, I thought, I think I'm done. I think I've gone from American Idol to Blush. I think I want to do something different. And I was so obsessed with social, and I wanted to build a software company. And Nicki knows, I presented the whole plan to her. And I mean, I am extremely proud to say that, yes, I did everything I set out to do. Multibrain is 10 years old now. You see right here, we're the DSA's Partner of the Year Award. We work with some of the biggest brands in the world. We're in 26 countries, 14 languages, and over 600,000 active users that use our platform. So I'm extremely proud. I get extremely emotional because I'm very passionate about what we do and helping people like you build your businesses. I love the entrepreneur so much. So at Multibrain, what we do is we provide the tools, the platform, the content, the training to build your business on social media. So that's why I'm here with you guys right now. And I love every minute of it.
Thank you so much, Scott. So let me ask you, why do you feel that social media is so important to the direct selling profession? Everybody that's on here today is somehow attached to direct selling, and there must be something that you go, this is why we're here.
People buy from people. It's the end of the story. That's it. I think I even have a slide in here, so I'm already giving it away. People buy from people. And that is the benefit we have. Imagine if Adidas, or let's say Nike, imagine if a Nike said, you could order a pair of shoes and have it delivered. And then they say, hey, by the way, Barbara lives right down the street. If you have any problems with those shoes, or you're interested in some apparel or anything else, she can come over and show you around and actually connect with you. Can you imagine if a brand had the power of the person behind it, like direct selling does? That is the benefit of our business. And that's why direct selling is in this golden era right now. I think only injected by the pandemic, the good to come out of this horrible past couple of years is that we do want to connect with people. And I actually will make purchasing decisions based on people and how I know and like and trust them. So that's why I think it's such an incredible opportunity. That's why I shifted from massive major brand marketing into social media and working with entrepreneurs, because I saw this shift in how we communicate.
Very good. I know that you have a few slides to show us tonight. If you'd like to just go there right now, and then we can fill in with other questions around that, that would be great.
Sure.
And then for everybody else, if you've got specific questions, if you can type those into the chat box, we're happy to answer those, and I'll bring those to your attention, Scott, as we move along here. So there's so much to share tonight. I can't wait to see what you've got.
Well, tonight I'm going to share with you guys a little taste of what my keynote is going to be at the Direct Selling Industry's big event coming up in a couple of weeks. I wanted to share one segment because I think it's so important. It's big picture, but I think everyone will really benefit from this understanding. I feel like a lot of times what I watch with entrepreneurs and independent representatives like yourselves, that you get this feeling of, I'm just going to throw out a post with a product and a 20% off price on it. And by God, since I have 462 friends, hopefully 10% of them are going to click that link and buy it. I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and earn my trip. Well, it just doesn't happen, does it?
Not really.
So I get it all the time, though. And Madupe is here from Avon. It's great to see you. We miss you guys too. I think it's just so important to understand that social media is not just about yelling what you're doing and hoping it sticks and somebody buys. It's about being social. It's about creating relationships. There's been a buzzword over the past few years called, the influencer. I'm an influencer. Everybody's an influencer. Whether you have 5 friends or 5,000 friends, you're an influencer in some way because you're building a community. All right. So I want you to understand it, but the new buzzword, and this is where I'm going to take you in, and I'm actually going to share my screen right now. And I hope you guys have some fun with this. And please bring me questions because I do love to interact, but I'll go through this segment first. Can you guys see creators?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. This is the buzzword of the year. This is the new influencer, creators. We're all creators now. We're creators of reels and of stories and posts and TikToks and you name it. All right. Snapchats and tweets and pins. And I mean, it's almost exhausting with everything involved with social media these days. But where social media is starting to really define itself is this idea of a creator. Now, let me tell you the official definition of a creator, because I need you all to be very careful with this. Yes, we are all creative. Yes, we all love creativity and we are creators. But the true definition of a creator is somebody who wants to monetize the content they're making. So this is, you got to think Hollywood here. You got to think the person who's doing Friends or doing TV shows or doing, content. So TikTok, the people that are making money, or Facebook with reels, or Instagram with reels, the real creator, when they use that term, are people who are actually going to get millions of people to watch and be entertained by that reel or by that TikTok, that they're going to pay them for it. So this short form content creation is creating a whole new infrastructure for revenue for creative people. Now, that's not what we do. Now, I know you can get creative, and I know my friends at Avon can do fun makeup tips and things like that. And my friends at Tupperware can do cooking demos. But our definition of a creator is, how do you personalize some content to attract more people to your opportunity and to your business? So I want to talk to you about building community. All right. And I want to do this. I promise you're going to get benefit out of this. All right. Because you're going to take a little journey through just a lot of my knowledge in my head, since I come from television. But you've got to understand that what's happening in the world right now is not only I remember when I grew up as a kid, there were 3 or 4 channels. There's now 5,000 channels. Well, now with social media, there's 2.8 billion channels. Okay. I want you to start thinking the fact that there's so much noise out there, that how are you going to get the attention of somebody to be interested in your Thermomix product, to want to learn more about your Mary Kay products, to want to learn more about the opportunity with Color Street? How are you going to get their attention in this world? Well, you've got to think of yourself as more than a marketer. Okay. You're not just a marketer. 500 years of marketing has told us that you create a message and get as many people to see it as possible. Well, that actually is old school marketing. That's like a television commercial or a print ad in a magazine or a 60-second radio spot in between songs on a radio station. All right. And that's not what you're doing here. In fact, marketing per se on social media actually works against you. So this idea of if you see sponsored ads or things like that, you kind of blow right by them because you can. So you want to be careful. You're not marketing per se yourself. All right. You're not saying, join this product, buy this product right now. There's a sale on this product. You're going to want to buy this product, because that's not why we're on social media, to be sold like that. We're on social media to interact and to engage with people. We want to actually, especially in this day and age where we're spending more times on our phones, our computers, is we're looking for some kind of entertainment, some kind of a relationship, some kind of connection. So you guys got to understand, you're a network. All right. You're a network, just like a television network. You're building your own network. It could be 10 people strong. It could be 5,000 people strong. It could be 5 million for all I know. All right. But you're more than a marketer. You're a network, and you have your channels. All right. Think like this with me. Play with me here and think like, if you think like you're a network, then I want you to think like you're a programmer. All right. And I'm not talking about a computer programmer. I'm talking about a programmer like in television, for example. So in television, if you have a 30-minute television show, right? And 22 minutes of that 30-minute show, let's say it's Friends, 22 minutes of that show is actually the show, the comedy that you're watching it. 8 minutes of that is commercials, okay, where we're going to step away and break for 2-minute commercials. 2 and 2, they used to call it. So you've got to think about the fact that if you are a network and you have your Facebook business page, you have your Instagram account, you have Twitter, wherever you're using, if you think like a network and you're thinking of your programming schedule, how much of it is programming? How much of it is commercial? I bet 9 out of 10 of you, if you go back and look at the last 30 days of your social media, I'm going to say 7 out of 10 of you, you're going to see an overwhelming amount of commercial content. And that's probably something you should look at as a way for you to improve by looking more at the programming side of things. Now, what is the programming side of things? The content you're putting out there on your social media should do one of these 3 things. Is it going to entertain me? Is it going to educate me, or is it going to enlighten me? All right. There may be some content that's going to sell me, but what I want you to understand is, what is the person on the other end, the follower, the connection, the friend of a friend? What are they going to get out of the content you're producing? That you're having a sale on some kind of lotion? Well, okay, next. Or am I going to be entertained? Am I going to want to be educated? Am I going to learn something? Am I going to be enlightened? If I'm going to want to engage with you, the golden rule of social media is engagement. All right. It's not clicks. It's not sales. It's engagement. The more you engage with people, the more opportunity you have to sell them. So in your programming strategy, I honestly want you to go take a look at your content and mark it. Did I entertain, educate, and enlighten? Or did I run a commercial like an ad? Challenge yourself. Go look at that. You'll be amazed. All right. I've said this from day one. Nicki, you probably heard this a million times from me.
I have, and it's good.
It's 80% the journey, 20% the sell. And Modupe and all my other friends that are out there watching here tonight, you've seen this a million times. Reinforcement never hurts. It's 80% your journey, 20% the sell. 80% your passions. What makes you unique? Why are you doing what you do? 20% selling. Okay, that's the name of the game on social media. I said it, I mean it. People buy from people. That's the benefit you have. They buy from people that they know, like, or trust. They buy from people where they share a connection. All right, so these are the main things. Your goal on social media is to build a community. Whether you're doing that through a Facebook business page, a Facebook group, it shouldn't be through your personal profile. I don't know how many of you are doing a lot of commercial activity on your profile, but I got to warn you to be careful with it. There's some things coming down where you're going to be getting in a little bit more trouble, especially starting over in Europe first for promoting a lot of commercial type business content on personal profiles. It's definitely a no-no. There's a right way to do it. If you guys ask me the question, I can share more with you on that. But it's about building community. And it's about the friends of friends effect. This is one of the most important aspects of social media, which is it's not about how many people you know. It's about how many people the people you know. Did I say that right? It's not how many people you know. It's how many people the people you know. It's about, so here's the deal. Have you ever posted something and gotten maybe 15 comments and then you looked at it and went, wait, who is that person? I'm not connected to that person. Well, what happened there is because one of your followers or one of your friends commented, that opened that post up for their friends to possibly see it, because their friends may have been asking the same question that you answered that person. And because they engaged with you, now their friends could possibly see that content as well. And next thing you know, you have a new contact and you have a new like. That's why engagement is so important. It's not about the people you're connected to and talking to them. It's about the people they're connected to that is truly your opportunity. That's why engagement is so important. So if you're just slapping out there product, price, and link, product, price, and link, and getting 1 or 2 likes and probably more zeros, then nobody else is really seeing it, and nobody that's following you is even really seeing it. So that's why you really got to pay attention to. It's the friends of friends effect that's so powerful. I wanted to share this playbook, or should I open it? I'd like to open up for a couple of questions first, and then I'll go into the next segment, if that's okay, Nicki.
Absolutely.
So I'll stop
Pam
for a
Hiller
second
says,
and just answer some questions.
okay, what is the right way with no web links? What is the right way to post?
Well, you don't have to put links. I mean, you can or you can't. You shouldn't do it every time, but the right way to post is to generate a conversation. That's all you want to do is talk. I mean, just like at the core of direct selling, even before the internet, was the idea was finding new people to talk to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the foundation of what we're doing here? We want to find new people to talk to. The issue with social media is, yeah, you can find new people to talk to, but you just got to be careful. They're real people. They're just because they're virtual, they're real people. Yeah. So you can't just be obnoxious and go into a group and go, I sell this product. You should buy this product for me right now. How about you want to buy this product? How many of my friends will let me post something on their wall that will be spammy and get other people to click it and go buy something from me? Who of my friends is going to let me do that? I can't stand that stuff. That doesn't work.
It doesn't work. But I'll tell you what, it seems to be still a way that people are going after it. Here's a couple of other thoughts.
I think it's disrespectful, honestly. I think it's you know, I have a slide. I don't have it to show here, but I have a slide of, you know, when Sunday papers were so huge and they were big and they had those inserts of coupons, you got this coupon. That's what I see a lot of direct selling companies doing with social media, is that spammy spam stuff. You know, which all you want to do is start a conversation, right? That's what you want, to just have an opportunity to talk to somebody
and get to know them. That's right. Yeah. Build the relationship. So here's another question that came up. Chris asked, so our personal profile should just be about us and what we do in life?
Look, here, let me tell you the story of personal profiles and profiles, pages, and groups. Okay. Here, I'll show this slide even. Let me just do this real quick with you. I'll just jump right to the chase here.
And that's good.
Okay, there you see my personal profile. Personal profile is the equivalent of my living room. Okay, it's my personal space. It's the space where I'm only going to be connected because I have to approve anyone that's going to be my friend. All right. I have to approve the friend request. So what I'm saying there is, yes, I know and like and love you enough and trust you enough that I want you to come into my living room and hang out with me. That is your personal profile. What you post on your personal profile is the equivalent of your grandmother's scrapbook. When you went to your grandma's house and she made you sit down and go through all those scrapbooks of her and grandpa when they went to New York City for the first time back in 1937, it's the equivalent of looking through. It's the timeline of your life. Come on. Everybody's favorite activity on Facebook, at least mine, is looking at the memories of what I was doing 5 years ago on this day. It's one of the most favorite things to do on Facebook. So that is very personal. If you like to check in at Starbucks every day, then check in at Starbucks every day because you're doing that for you. You just so happen to let the people you care about and love the most, your friends, you let them have the opportunity to see what you're doing. But trust me, what you do on your personal profile is for you. All right. It is the timeline of your life. You just so happen to let friends see what you're doing. Okay, so that is Now, and that's where your friends are, and that's where your relationships are. There's a way to use it for social media. Let me show you. When you have a Facebook business page, that's the equivalent of me walking out my door, leaving my home, walking down the street to my business, opening up the doors. I'm flinging those doors open, wide open. Anyone come in. Hey, welcome. This is my business. This is what I do for a living. You're going to love it here. I'm going to share a lot of stuff with you about my business. Now, my business isn't going to go interrupt your news feed and annoy you with a bunch of businessy stuff. People are paying lots of money to run ads to do that, but I'm not going to do that. This is here as a resource so that when I post something to my business page, I can then share that to my personal profile. And what I'm saying there is, hey, friends, I have a business. I'm doing this. I'm selling these products and I'm having a blast. I have a lot of friends. If you ever want to learn more about this, want to look at this great deal that's happening right now, click here and head over to my business page and you can learn more. You can scroll through, you can see our products. I have my catalog there. Links to my personal website are there if you ever wanted to learn more about the opportunity. We can connect on Messenger. That's my business. You go there when you want to. I'm not going to sit here and post on my personal profile 30 days in a row about this product and annoy you and get you to block me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share that I do have a business, but I also have my other personal life and everything I do. And I want to share my business page with you. Don't worry about how many people connect to you on your business page. Don't worry about how many people interact with you on a business page. Just have your business page there as a resource because business pages are destinations. Business pages are for people to go to when they want to learn more about your products. They're so important. And I know it's a big sticky point with a lot of companies, but I got to tell you, it's becoming more and more necessary. Now, the next one of that is Facebook groups. We all jumped on Facebook groups 3-4 years ago because, well, no one was seeing my posts on business pages, but at least with groups, everyone sees it because they get notifications. Well, those days are gone because there's too many dang groups out there now. So that's the whole reason you all had your Facebook groups. Now, the Facebook group is, I've left my business. Okay, I'm going to close the doors for a minute. Even though I'm always open, I'm open 24/7 in my business, but I'm going to go over to the club and I'm going to go hang out with my friends. So your group is now a place for you to, I believe in public groups. If you're in health and nutrition, a health and nutrition group as a way to generate new prospects and new people to have conversations about being healthy and living a healthy life, or skincare or makeup or cooking, whatever it is, I think that group is the best way for you to generate new people to talk to. Don't be selling your products hardcore in there. You can also have a closed private group for your team members. You can have a VIP group for your best customers that are going to see the best stuff first and get special offers. But groups are communities. Everybody has an equal voice in a group. It's not a place just because you're the admin that you sit there and shout in a megaphone all day long and expect people to just love what you're posting. It's a place to have conversations. Groups connect now with business pages. So your business page now has a community, which is the group. That's how Facebook set this up. You know what? Facebook even went one further. If you're using Instagram and you're going to use it for business, it should be a professional business account. Nobody knows the difference. All you get to do is you get to see insights. You get your content shown to more people to discover you. You become more public. The fact of having an Instagram business account is incredible. And then guess what? You can connect your Instagram business to your Facebook business page. And now you can get notifications all in one place. So it's super efficient for you to manage your social media as well. So there's that. Then I'm just giving you the whole playbook here. I'm just throwing it all out there. Then you got Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp, right? You got these messaging services, which are really gaining steam over here. WhatsApp is, you keep your eyes on WhatsApp. It might be the place to have a virtual party coming up real soon. If you do parties or you get people together, they're really expanding Messenger and WhatsApp to be like, I can have 10 people on a call. I can have 20 people on and watching. I mean, they're turning WhatsApp into like a mini Zoom, if you will. And some really cool, you can talk about opportunity there, but guess what? Messenger's also connected to your business page. So now when you post, you can have a call to action saying, hey, send me a message if you want to learn more. And I'll be connected with you one-on-one. what's better than a one-on-one connection directly with somebody through a messenger? It's not email. It's not a phone call, because half our people don't pick up their phone anymore. But to be able to connect with somebody in Messenger, that's where you have your one-on-one or small groups inside of Messenger. And then if you're into TikTok and Snapchat and LinkedIn and Pinterest and Twitter and YouTube, if you're using other social networks, connect them over to, this is what I believe is the playbook for social media success. And I'm sure I will get some controversial comments about it, because a lot of people don't like business pages. But this is just really where social media is. I can tell you with some things coming down about commercial and spam, it's what you need to be doing.
Well, I've got a couple of more questions. A lot of them are coming in right now.
I bet. I get them when I do this slide.
That's it. Okay. So, well, here's something that kind of came before that. It says, we aren't, meaning with their company, they aren't able to legally do, it just moved away. We aren't able to legally post something that will be a call to action on the person's part. What is the alternative or best alternative to that situation?
I don't get it. Not being able to, wait, we aren't legally able to post something that would be a call to action on the person's part. What is the best alternative? This is from Faith. I mean, a call to action, can you put a link to your personal website, or can you put a message me or join my group or send me a message? Can you can communicate.
Respond to that, Faith, in the box there, if you would, please, and we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah, what Faith, about, I'll help you with that one. Let's just get more info there.
Good. What about stories and reels?
Stories and reels, but I gotta answer Raven's real quick, which she says, is it appropriate to post personal on business pages like family pits, etc.? Absolutely, Raven. You want to personalize your business. Why are you different from everyone else that's doing what we're doing? Because I love Dallas, I love tennis, I love the Cowboys. So I'm going to have a sense of my passions around my business because I want to attract like-minded people. So absolutely, I can see you nodding, so I know who Raven is now.
Yeah,
hi, Raven.
Beautiful.
Absolutely, you want to bring. I have a slide where I say your business is personal and your personal is business. That's just the way the world is today.
Beautiful.
Good one, Raven. Thanks.
Okay, let's go back then to the one of what about stories and reels? Any thoughts around those?
Oh my God, I love them. I can't believe how much I love them. Zuckerberg just went all in on reels and video because TikTok just surpassed YouTube.
Wow.
I mean, it's amazing. You know, everybody loves their bite-sized snackable content. And that's what we're doing. So Zuckerberg just went all in on reels and video. You know, and I know a lot of people aren't comfortable doing video. What I tell people is it doesn't always have to be, you know, selfies in your face. It can always be what you see. I show more of what I see than I do of myself. I like to share what I'm looking at, where I'm at, what I'm doing. You know, so you just got to find your niche for creating reels and stories. The interesting thing is, you know, I've got 40,000 followers. I've got this, but when I do a story, it's where I get all my interaction. I get more people watching my stories and my reels than anywhere else. Reels are also extremely discoverable. And what I mean by that is reels are shown to new people that you'll be introduced to. So reels are getting spread to people you're not connected to. So they're the opportunity of the moment. But I think it's a perfect mix. If you look at the real estate of the Facebook page or of Instagram, you got stories and reels up at the top. You got groups here. You got your timeline here. You kind of want to be everywhere. So I know it's a lot. Believe me, we do a lot of training, and our 4-week series go into 8 weeks now because there's a lot there. It's finding your mix of what types of content to produce. And that can get a little tricky, but what I do promise you is if you just go at your own pace and don't feel pressured about it, you'll get comfortable with it.
Good to know. So this is Pascal, and he's out of Canada, out of Quebec, and he says, because I'm working 90% in French, 95% in French, Do I have to post in both languages or Facebook translate for me?
If you're 95% French and your audience is 95% French, then I would, I mean, this is opinion. This isn't I would say that other 5% can hit translate.
Yes.
That's what I do for all my foreign accounts. I hit translate. You know, we have, you know, we're in 24 countries. So I go and look at Brazil. I just hit translate to read their stuff. You know, to that point of, you said does it need to be French and English when 95%. Let me throw out this other little nugget. If you're using social media for business, watch the controversial topics. I probably would stay away from your views on certain things and politics, and this is how I feel, and stay away from that, because you're just going to cut out 50% of your potential customers. If you're using social media for business, if you're using social media to get some stuff off your chest, knock yourselves out.
Do you know, a lot of people are using VIP groups for different things, and it's a very common thing within the company. What are your thoughts around that?
I love VIP groups. They're amazing. They're closed groups. They're specifically for people that are that are, you know, that have to answer questions to get in and whatnot. I love public groups as a way for building community, but VIP groups, it's really fantastic. The one trick I would say is tell everybody to click the 3 dots and where they've liked the group or they're part of the group, and choose to get all notifications. Because right now they do just highlights. It used to be everybody got it. If you're in a group, everybody saw every post, but now groups have become so popular that that's impossible to deliver. So you have to tell people to manually say, I want to see every post. So that's my tip on groups, especially if it's an important VIP group. And the other thing is your group is, you got to make sure your groups are interactive. You got to make sure everybody has a voice. It's not a place for you to hold court. It's a place for everybody to have a voice.
Okay, got it. So we got a response from Faith, and she says, we aren't supposed to try to get people to do something that may interfere with someone else's business. So in other words, maybe another person is a consultant and you tell them to do something, they leave that consultant to be with you, that their company doesn't feel that that's fair.
You know, one of the first things I learned in working with these big organizations and direct selling is kind of cracks me up, is everybody is so supportive of each other that they ended up all just going and liking each other's stuff. And they all go like each other's pages, and they're like, oh my God, we're all talking to each other. I'm like, well, but that's not growing your business. You know, I mean, I love the support, don't get me wrong, but you do get that mishmash. And then I've watched it a million times where it's, you know, you put in your, you know, here's the link to my personal website to go buy the product. And then I see my friends who are all part of it, who are sharing my kind of like, don't go share that. It has my link. You know, so you got to be careful with all of that. I mean, social media is for me to find people to sell and do business with. My private VIP group or my team group is a place for all of us to talk. So it is where you do have to be careful. But Faith, I would say, you know, sell or promote without interfering with somebody else. Then, I mean, that's still very nebulous to me. It's very broad. But I would say your then objective is to connect with somebody in a closed group. I would imagine I've seen some companies where they just want you to do stuff in a closed group, not a public setting. Or your call to action would be, message me. Let's talk one-on-one. That would be my guess.
Here's another thought. This came from somebody out of Canada that says, what is a reel? They want to know what's the difference between a reel and a story, or how does a reel work?
Okay, reels is short form video content. Reels came out of TikToks. All right. So reels is basically short video content where you can splice together multiple videos to make one funny little segment. Stories are just snapshots, videos, anything you do throughout the day. It kind of just adds on to it. It creates a story. So oftentimes if I'm traveling and I'm going scuba diving in Cabo and getting on a boat and doing all these exciting things, I'll do a story just to follow me along the day. Stories go away in 24 hours unless you make them a highlight. So stories came from Snapchat. If you've noticed, Facebook just steals everything from all these other innovators. So stories came from Snapchat, which was, I'm just going to share you this stuff and then it's going to go away. Reels stick around, and those are more, that's more of like you're creating a little 2-minute or it's 30-second or 60-second video segment, something fun. Okay.
So here's another one. Posting multiple posts on the same day around the same time, is that good or bad? For example, I put a cat post out, then a product post, then some fun things post. Will they all be seen?
I don't know why you'd want to put them all out at the same time.
They were throughout the day. Throughout the day.
Yeah, throughout the day is great. And then what you should do is go into your insights and see when are the people that you're connected with online the most. If you have a professional account, a business page, a professional Instagram account, you can actually go see the best times to post for when your audience is online.
How do you
start playing around with that? You just go into your insights and you'll see your audience, and then you can see best times to post.
Okay, here's another question. What's the best way to find people who are looking to join my team?
Well, what do you mean looking to join your team? There's people out there saying, gosh, I want to join Ruth's team. I wish I could find her. They don't know they want to join your team, right?
I think she's just looking for some advice on marketing.
I know, but I couldn't resist.
I know,
it's getting late here. I think I the idea is, what is it about your team? Does your team have a lot of fun? Are you guys all into what makes your team unique? What makes your team fun? Is your team based here in Dallas for the most part, and you guys love to get together and do this? Are y'all fans of are y'all part of a soccer group or this or that, or what are the passions behind your team that somebody else would want to join? Because yes, everyone does want to join more groups and be part of a team. We want that camaraderie, we want that connection. So why does somebody want to join your team? That's what you got to do. And that's what you find with your commonality, your connections.
Very good.
And that's also going to come from friends of friends.
Yes. Is it worth doing reels on Facebook as well as Instagram, or do they not get the same viewing?
It's worth it to do it on both. You might as well. Here's a fun little trick. Now, this is for more of the advanced user. Okay. Because this is what I do. I go, when I do Instagram, I'm like, I don't want to have a professional account on Instagram. I use Instagram for personal stuff. I shoot my dogs all the time and dogs jumping in pools. And that's not very businessy. But dang it, I don't want it to be all business and motivational quotes. Come on. So what I found was I keep my Instagram business account. When you are a professional Instagram account, it connects to your professional business page on Facebook. I'm like, well, dang it. Now my friends on my personal profile aren't going to see the pictures of my dog jumping in the pool. So I found a cool little trick, and it's a little hack. So when I'm posting businessy stuff and I want to share it from the one to the other, so if it's a reel to reel or a post to post or story to story, I go from Instagram over to Facebook when it's professional and serious. When I want to be more personal, I can do a reel, a story, or a post on my personal profile. And it's also, I can connect it to Instagram, and it'll go to Instagram. So when it's personal, I go from profile to Instagram. When it's business, I go from Instagram to page. That's a fun little hack.
Good thinking. Here's another one. This person is in financing, and we are so limited. The only way we can put any social media about our business is in the private group. Any thoughts?
What if it's finance, then what you have to do is you have to look around the brand. What are the benefits of what you're selling? Is it financial freedom? Is it travel? Is it the ability to go shopping? Is it the ability, whatever it is, and focus your content on all the outlying benefits. So, for example, if you're in skincare, guess what? People travel who like skincare. So I'm still going to talk about travel and share my travel secrets and travel fun, right? So go away from your brand. You don't always have to be right on talk about, just because it's finance means you have to talk about finance. Hey, I like to travel and I need to have finances to travel. So at least I can still talk about travel, right? Which happens to also be a passion.
Here's another question. Scott, what is your best resource to help teach us how to do great stories or reels? How do we do it?
The best resource besides like selling ourselves here, the best resource would be for you to go. This is what I do actually. I mean, because I wasn't good at reels. I go and watch them and I copy them. I look at the ones I like and I copy them. In fact, when you watch a reel, and like there was one when I was in Cabo and I might have had a couple glasses of wine. There was a reel where it goes, I want to be a marshmallow. And I just want to look. And I ended up, you can click a button and take the audio and the filter from that reel and make your own. So if you want to go follow me on Instagram, you'll see me doing a marshmallow on a couple glasses of wine. I'm just saying, I don't know if you want to or not. But you can go watch other people's reels and you can save the audio. You can save the filter. You can play around. So the best way for you to learn is go watch what others are doing. Go watch the stories. Go watch the reels.
Is there anyone that you would say is, wow, they're just great. They've got this thing nailed?
Oh, thousands. So many people got it nailed. Okay. I can't just give you one name of a person now.
Okay. All right. Here's another thought. Does your Facebook or Instagram have to be set to public for the message to see your reels that you make, or are the reels public regardless and doesn't affect the amount of views?
Wow. Everything is your Instagram is public. So it is public. So I wouldn't worry about that. And I also just got thrown off because a couple of dear friends, Becca's in the house, Pam Heller's here. Love you guys. Good to see you all. Yeah, it is public. Oh, there's Pam. So I'm not sure that your reels, you do want your reels to be discoverable. That's the big value of reels right now is discoverable. And if you have a professional business account, you can go into your insights and you'll see people that saw your reel from your profile, through friends, discoverable, which means when you get action on a reel or on a story and people like it, that means Instagram's going, ooh, this one's good. I'm going to show this one to more people. Ooh, people are liking this one. Okay, I'm opening the floodgates. So this is a popular one. I want more people to see this one. So you trick the algorithm. The more people that interact and see it, the more people get to see it. So that's what's called going viral. So you want to look to see, is any of your content it's called explore. From the explore, people were exploring and they saw your content, people you don't know. Beautiful. So you want to see that.
So if it says, so if my Facebook is private, only my friends are seeing my reels?
On your profile, yes. Personal profile, correct.
Okay, can you share how to use hashtags effectively?
Oh, this is a doozy. This is a good one. Hashtags, you all know. Okay, what a hashtag is a hashtag is a way of organizing the topic. All right. Hashtag social media mastery, whatever. Hashtag social media smart. All right. That's what maybe I would use as a hashtag. Hashtag ruggedly good looking, something like that. And the reality is what you're doing is you're putting it around a topic. All right. So that if other people are like hashtag healthy breakfast, well, then there'll be people out there that I want to, you know what? I really want to find healthy breakfasts. I need help with breakfast. So I'm going to go to Facebook and go into the search bar, or I'm going to go to Instagram and I'm going to type in hashtag healthy breakfast. And then boomski, I'm going to see all the posts where people did a hashtag healthy breakfast. And oh my gosh, I found Becca Dallas there sharing me her favorite smoothie with collagen powder in it and blah, 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 whatever it is. And I'm going to connect with her in her page. So that's what a hashtag is. I'm going to show one more slide because it's so important. And this is probably going to be my favorite tip of the night for y'all.
Oh, hang on everybody and get ready for this one. Take a screenshot.
Well, it's just a couple words, but you are gonna love it. So, boom, 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 boom. Oh, shoot! Wait for it. Better than hashtags right now, or same as hashtags, but you don't have to worry about whether you understand hashtags. So, there are a lot of sites out there that are called hashtag finders. We have a new product coming into our Multibrain. We have our new products coming out in a couple of months. So if you all would go follow Multibrain on Facebook, make sure you follow us there so you'll learn more about it. Where it actually, when you type in your post and put your post, it's going to go recommend hashtags for your post. Which is super cool. But you also want to set up your own hashtag. So this is what I wanted to share with you, because you just don't want to post something about skincare and say hashtag skincare, hashtag lotion, hashtag SPF 30, hashtag, I mean, that's too generic. You want your own, you want your passions in here too. So you're going to want to do this. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Wait for it. You ready?
Yes.
Every one of you leave here tonight and go and do, what are your keywords? What are the keywords, the top 10 keywords of your business? Okay. My business, my keywords would be, and keywords could be, notice it says keywords. So one of my keywords is social media. One of my keywords is entrepreneur. One of my keywords is travel. One of my keywords would be cooking. Okay, these are my passions. All right. So if you really don't like cooking, you probably don't want to get involved with me, because I love cooking. Right. So, and it's what sets me apart. How many other social media gurus out there love cooking as much as me? None. Okay. I am. Okay. All right. I saw, shoot, your name didn't pop up. I saw you raise your hand. So what are your top 10 keywords for your business? Part of them could be around, if you're with Thermomix, obviously you want to put cooking in there. If you're with Avon, you want to put in skincare or Mary Kay or makeup or makeovers, but give me your other personal ones that set you apart. The next thing I want you to do with those keywords is start using them in your posts and start using them in your about me sections on Instagram, on Facebook, on Pinterest, wherever you have a bio. I want you to infiltrate these keywords into talking about you and your business. Okay. What is this going to do? It's going to, one, make you searchable for those keywords. Social media dude who likes cooking, guess who's going to show up when you search for that? I am. Just like on Google search, social is being used for search and discovery more than search now. So you're going on Facebook looking for stuff more than you're going on Google and Amazon. All right. So what are your keywords to your business? Then start using them in post. Not all of them. Don't go write one status that integrates all of them, but start putting them all in there really quickly. Just on social media, found this incredible recipe. God, I love cooking. You don't have to hashtag it. Just use your keywords and watch what happens. Talk to me in 3 months, 6 months, and tell me how many new people connected with you because of a keyword. Okay. This is a really, really good secret because social media is now searchable. Business pages are searchable. So even you may show up on Google with your business page. If it's unique enough and you insert enough keywords and your posts have enough topic around it, if you start building it out, people are going to find it. Another benefit of a business page. Personal profiles don't show up on Google. Business pages can. Right? So what are your keywords? Now, 3 or 4 of these keywords turn into hashtags as well. Okay. If I really want to build a social media business around only people who like cooking, I'm going to do hashtag social, hashtag cooking. All right. Keywords, really, really good strategy.
Excellent. So when somebody is newer and they're not quite sure what to do, and they know that social is important and that they've got to be involved, where is the best place to focus in the beginning?
Facebook.
And what makes you say that?
because it's where most people are, and it's where typically typically where people are complaining and yelling and bugging the loudest is the place you should probably be. Okay, you don't need to be over on Snapchat right now just because all the young kids are doing it. Instagram, I think Instagram is my favorite spot, but I can tell you with some studies we've done with some of our major global clients that we work with, Facebook is where the revenue is getting generated.
Okay, and this kind of ties into that then. Any guidance on investing in ads to brand your business and grow your sales? Because I don't know if Facebook, if the results are all coming from those that are doing ads or not.
Yeah, here's my attitude. We used to offer advertising in our platform, and I turned it off, because if you're going to go spend $20 boosting a post, go buy somebody some Starbucks instead. Okay, don't piddle away a little bit amount of money here and there. You won't get results. If you're going to invest $1,000 a month into generating more followers to your page that you can then cultivate into a funnel, then you want to do that. But if you're going to just throw stuff up against the wall and say, I hope somebody clicks and buys that lotion that's on sale, don't waste your money. It doesn't work like that. Social media advertising works for funnels, for putting somebody, I always look at social media as the top of the funnel. I want new people to talk to, and then I'm going to get them to like my page and then maybe laugh at a couple of my things. And then they're going to comment. And then all of a sudden I'm going to be connected into Messenger. And now I've got a one-on-one conversation. And now I've got a new team member. That's how the funnel works. So if you want to spend money on advertising, it's to get more people at the top of the funnel, not close the deal at the end. Okay. 1 out of every 100 people will become a customer. Don't go find that one person with $20. That won't work. Okay.
I know that you wanted to focus on this new trend, the creator. So tell us more about that, with what your trend is there.
Well, the trend is we're all being pushed into this idea of creating original content. All right. We're not just posting pictures of products with prices. I know at Multibrain, what we're doing is we have a whole new photo editor and video editor that we can take any content from a brochure or whatever and animate it and I can talk up front before it and personalize it and make it my own. It's everybody today is a creator. Everybody today is you're responsible for this is just circling back to what my presentation was, which is you are a network. You are programming your network. How are you going to entertain, educate, or enlighten me? So we're all creators, and there's all these different opportunities. You can post, you can make stories, you can make reels, you can make videos, you can make GIFs, you can do voiceovers, you can do lives, you can do parties. There's so many different areas of social media now that you can focus. Find a couple areas where you're really comfortable, and get comfortable with it. If you're not comfortable with reels, go start watching them until you get comfortable. And then step outside and do it. But that's the idea is social media is advanced so much in the 10 years we've known each other, Nicki, that now all of a sudden we're all programmers of our own networks and our channels. And that's how we have to think. So you are a creator. You're not just spamming out a product and price with a link. You have a network of people.
And that's what our profession is all about, is networks of people. So it fits perfectly for what we do.
Kind of a no-brainer.
One other question here that I really wanted to get in before we had to depart from our call, but what do you think are the latest strategies with social, and where is it going next?
Video. And I do believe what's going to happen with social media is we're going to see it. This is my 18-month trend forecasting. We're going to see everything start cocooning into smaller pieces of the pie. Just like television went from 3 channels to 500 channels, social media is going to splinter itself off into smaller networks. Facebook will still be around, but Facebook is now Meta. Meta is the behemoth that's going to sit behind the scenes and own all the networks. But we're going to choose where we want to be. And it's going to be more about, I feel like, I feel like with everything, with the internet now, especially social media, which is the definition of the internet, I feel like it's opened the world to all of us. Okay, so I can go have a French Paris experience without leaving my seat, right? Or if I want to learn about India, I don't have to go there. I can just go research it and watch videos. So it's opened the world to us. But what's really happening is it's cocooning us all back into our little nugget and our little community. And I think that's what's going to be happening. And to be honest with you, I have followed, I don't know if you guys, if anyone remembers Faith Popcorn. She was a trend forecaster in the 80s. Amazing. Everything she ever wrote and said came true. And one of the big things is we are kind of cocooning. Look at the pandemic. Look at this. We're not expanding ourselves out. I can expand. Wow, all the lights just went out.
Well, we still see you.
Right? Isn't that great?
Yeah.
So I think you're going to see things splintering into smaller networks, which is just fine for what we all do for a living.
That's very true. So one last thing, Scott, before we exit here, how can people get in touch with you besides, connecting with you on Facebook? What can they do?
Just go to Becca Dallas or Pam Heller and ask them how to get a hold of me. Kidding.
Oh, great. They just love that.
Kidding.
Thanks so much.
No, honestly, with Multibrain, we work with enterprise companies. So we work with very large organizations and we power their entire sales forces. We are going to be coming out with a direct-to-consumer product with this new photo and video editor that you guys might love. Chances are we're probably talking to your companies too. A lot of the companies on here we're already kind of looking at. But I would say definitely go join. I would type into Facebook and go and look at Multibrain. Join our Facebook business page there. I would also it's a free group called Social Selling by Multibrain. That's a public group that you can join. I just put that in the chat. So that's a great group. We do shows in there just like this. We do office hours where we answer questions and help people. So I would say connect with us over at Multibrain, and Social Selling by Multibrain would be two great areas to join our community, which I would love. And you'll get a lot more of this stuff. And then Nicki, of course, I love you so much. Anytime you want me to join you, I would be happy to.
Thank you so much. And everybody, if you liked what you learned today, you've got to see what Multibrain does and let your company know that you really want some support in the social media. And that would be good. And if anybody wants to type in anything, those of you that are using Multibrain for your corporate work, please just type it into the box there that you're happy with it or whatever that you want to say, so that people know this is a real company doing real things. And I'm just so honored, Scott, that you chose to be with us today and that you volunteered your time to serve our community, and how much you care about the people. And that we always have fun. Doesn't matter where we are, we always have fun.
I do. I get such a high off of doing this. I enjoy this. Is my favorite thing to do right here.
I just wish I would have been there for the marshmallow thing. Send that to me, would you?
Right?
I want to see it.
I don't know why I even brought that up, but hey, you asked about reels.
That's right. And it was for
maybe I'm not the one you want to follow for good ideas for reels.
Anyway, everybody, thank you so much. And if you'd like to unmute and just say anything to Scott before we go, or type anything in the box, please feel free to do so. We have so much more that we want to give. Every week, every month we do a free class like this, all different subjects, and like to have you join us for that. We'd love to have you be part of the DSWA community. And there's $8.95 a month. That's it, and you're in. And a lot of good things that take place for our members. So enjoy and have a beautiful spring and summer. And I am home, and it is a beautiful day here today. And I'm so happy to be here with you. Everyone, take care. Aloha. We hope we see you again soon. Thanks again. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take
Thank
care.
you. Have a good one.
Thank you so
Night.
much.
And,
Thank you.
and
Thank
Cindy, I'm
you.
happy to
Thank
see
you.
you. A
Thank
lot
you.
of good people here. Boy, what fun. And Ruth,
Thank
I think I
you.
saw you, Ruth, Dawn. Oh, there she is, Ruth, beautiful.
I like how
Nikki.
Yolanda has hearts and thumbs ups.
Oh, that's so good. And here we got our little signs. Thank you, Yolanda. Okay, take care, everyone.